Hey, welcome back to the channel, y'all. Welcome back to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. I told y'all, when you get the bag, you got to stay out of the hood. You can't even go to other people's hood. You can't even go to hood places because at the end of the day, y'all got to understand that you have to stop going to places where it's inviting bad people, bad energy because what business do you have going to Roscoe's Chicken or Waffle House when you got millions? That's something you're supposed to go to if you broke and just came out the club drunk or something like that. You cannot be going to no places where you got the jewelry on like that, expecting everything to be nice and peachy when your girl is already backdooring you, ready to throw it all away because she over here posting the pictures of exactly where you are, what you wearing, and making it easy for everybody to literally show up at the location, hit a lick. And she could have been ordering all that food that they had to prepare, gave them enough time to ride and show up to the store and literally block that front door before they ran in and stole off on PnB Rock because while he was still sitting in the booth, they upped the pole right on his cheek and told him to give him his chains, give him everything. He said, just strip down, take everything off. We taking it all. And he said no because he wasn't going to go down by no Debo dude. And so what happened next is that he basically he pushed him off. He thought that he was going to leave him alone or something, but the dude started firing back and the floor was slippery because the waitress done spilled the drinks everywhere. They done knocked all the food on the ground and they was slipping and sliding around and dude got hit up in the booth and the girl did not get touched. Nobody got hit except PnB. That's how you know that it's a setup. Like, how is it that she's in the same booth as him and they missed the shot with the switch? That don't make no sense. That means that this was predetermined targeting. And that's exactly what the 12 lady said when she came on the press conference and told everybody and told us that it was PnB Rock. And TMZ was already there to confirm it. The dude from TMZ was right there lining up the caution tape and filming around the corner. And if y'all seen that picture showed PnB, condolences to PnB, condolences to the family, man. We lost a good one today. And y'all seen that picture where he laying face down on the ground and you could see that it's spilt everywhere, man. I'm talking about all red everywhere. And that's a bad look. They done closed the restaurant down. They can't open for another week because of this toxin. And so what y'all got to understand is that this should have never happened, man. It could have been avoided. PnB never needed to have anybody around him like that was going to post everything. Just like Nicki Minaj said, she's sick and tired of people posting the whereabouts of these family members and getting them snaked, man. Just like we should have all learned from this Pop Smoke situation that when you go to LA, you cannot post any type of location, any kind of any resemblance of where you at because the people are hungry and they know the PPs ran out for a long time. The PPP ran out. They hungry. It's the end of the summer and they trying to hit this last lick. And so what y'all got to understand is that when PnB came into town, they was already watching the girl's Insta because guess what? Her Insta, she be talking to the people in LA trying to do what, this and that, trying to get flown out. And she already had people that was on her story watching. She must have forgot about it or didn't care enough because at the end of the day, man, it's like she can get all the benefits and stuff from being with PnB Rock, but you can't just be forgetting that you can't post a man location like that. And it's like, why don't you just save the post for when they go to the Gucci store instead of trying to post it at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles? I mean, come on, y'all. Like, why out of all the places that they had to go there, why couldn't they go to the steakhouse? Why couldn't they go eat at the Italian restaurant? Like, and go to somewhere 5-star with security and everything where they can't let a person just run through the door because you have to have reservation. One of them places where they got the ropes tied off to the private section. Like, y'all got to understand they had enough money to be doing all of that. And it don't make no sense that they end up at Roscoe's. And so it make me think that that was her idea and not PnB's. Like, you know how when you be getting into it with your girl and she be, no, I don't want to eat there. Look, guys, everybody knows that when you say where you want to go eat to the girl, she always say no, and then she want to pick another place, and then you done listed everywhere in town to go, and then you like, okay, fine, what do you want to get? And she be like, let's go to Roscoe's. That's exactly what happened, y'all. That's exactly what happened, man. One of her friends told us exactly what was going on, and they said that's what it played out as. She was the one who took him there because she done told him from the trip from LAX all the way down to the hotel. We know we got to go to Roscoe's. We got to go to Roscoe's because it's in Inglewood. It's in the only spot that's going to be the fire one. And at the end of the day, it was not worth it because she posted that picture and ultimately that ended up being the setup. Like, y'all got to understand whether it was intentional or not, that was the mistake that ended up getting PnB Rock. Like, y'all got to know how this stuff goes, man. Everybody can see this when you don't have a private page. Everybody's on there and you don't know what account is being passed around to where they can see exactly what you're doing. And as soon as they seen the table color, as soon as they seen that pin that said Roscoe's and exactly what street it was, they pull right up because when they click on it, it gives the GPS right away, man. Like, anybody could get there. You could accidentally touch the screen and it will take you right to it, like direction wise. And so that's exactly what happened, y'all. It was a slip up. It was a big mistake. And she should have learned from the Pop Smoke situation. And do we think that she did it on purpose? It's like not for us to decide because that's up for the other people to decide who actually working on this. And so she said that she told him she was done in the first place because of the fact that they got into an argument over where to go to eat. Like, come on, y'all. You should not have to be going through that. Like, it should have already been booked in the reservation that they was going to go somewhere where he could have his chains. He could have the Rolex out. But everybody knowing LA, they want to get their first rollie. And so as soon as they pulled up, that black Nissan that skirted off, man, the dude got away in that and they still looking for him because they're going to find the footage. They're going to see it because the guy put his fingerprint right on the sign, right on the Roscoe sign underneath the chicken's foot. You can see exactly where he had it because when PnB was leaking and they actually took, after he got hit up and he was leaking, they actually came up and took the chains off just like how Makita's did to Dolph. It's the same thing as the Young Dolph incident, guys. A dude at the restaurant, rapper goes into a restaurant. They're going to try to tell you that it was his favorite restaurant and that he always had to go there. Listen, y'all. Listen how this is all connected. It's the same thing. They went and took his chains, but when they ran out and jumped into that Nissan, dude had to push himself off the sign because he almost got hit by a car turning because they heard the commotion and everybody dipped out. He put his prints on the sign, and that's why they done told everybody, including the dude who posted the video of the fire truck loading him up, that they couldn't leave the scene because they had to make sure that fingerprint on the Roscoe sign isn't anybody's that's still in the parking lot. So that's why they told the guy he had to stay. And you can see in that live, if you go back and binge watch my third video, it says that he was out there and they told him he couldn't leave.